Here we have the pieces for two fountains. Fountains I don't recommend, but my cats seem to like them, which is why I have two of them. I'm giving them away in case you can make use of them, because I got my cats on a different fountain. So here's how this works, so to speak. You start, this is the base, this is the filter. It goes in first, then we have this piece here, which goes on top, snaps in like this. Now that is the easy part. Ignore that for now. Now, we have this part. This is the hard part. I don't know if you can see it. There is a sort of a half circle with a hole in the middle. The hole is in the middle, there's a half circle, there's a flat part. Now that is a guide, because the rod that is supposed to fit into here, it is also round on one side and flat on the other. And the idea is you line them up so that, say, flat is on top, and then it's supposed to slide in. That's the theory. Then we have this mechanism here. Now, these slots are different sizes to supposedly regulate the flow. Take my advice, always use the large slot to get enough volume. That goes on like that. Now, see the slot here? There is that there, goes into the slot. Now this mechanism comes with an ultraviolet sterilizer. It clips into this slot here, like so. The flat part lines up with this thing. Now here's where it kind of gets a little complicated, because three prongs are supposed to go into the three slots. And it's supposed to seal, but where I had trouble was that corkscrew mechanism. This corkscrew mechanism is supposed to pull the water up, it's supposed to flow down here. But it seemed like the corkscrew mechanism couldn't pull the water up fast enough, because it would run down the bottom through the three openings before the level could get up high enough that it would flow down here. So I would have to play with it and fidget with it forever. Now on that subject, this rubber thing here, the theory is it's supposed to slide in here. My advice, don't. Leave it out, because these wires would tend to lift this thing this way, break the seal, and aggravate the problem. So just leave this out, do your best to line this up, and hopefully you will have better luck than I did getting the water up and over and out. I could make it happen. Even so, I would have to come back and check on it. Once you do that, this part slaps onto here. At least that's the theory. And then they each came with a reservoir. Big, one small. And the reservoir would go like that. Now, like I say, you have pieces for 2 water fountains. This mechanism, unlike this mechanism, does not have the ultraviolet attachment. Also, do not try and remove this from this. It was superglued. And the reason I did that was I suspected there was slippage here and that this wasn't turning fast enough, and that also contributed to the problem of not pulling the water up fast enough to have it flow down the ramp here. So the one without the ultraviolet, don't try and take it apart. The one with the ultraviolet, you might want to superglue that one too. The only other remarks I can think of to make are, this has nothing to do with either pump. This came from yet another cat fountain. The idea was it would pump air through the water, aerate the air, make the water taste better. Instead, it made the water taste like rubber. I have no use for this. I don't know if you do. If there is some other function you can put it to, or sell it at a garage sale, it's yours. Last but not least, well, sorry, second last, instructions. One set of instructions, lost the other set. Extra filters, and a nice, snug kitty bed, which neither one of my kitties wants to sleep in. I don't know why. I hope you can make use of these things.